So 1 pan down and 21 to go. At this rate, this palette's going to follow me into the grave. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm bringing you the first update for my Pan That palette. So just a reminder, I have decided to work on the KVD Metal Matte palette, and my goal is not to completely use this palette up, but to hit pan on all the shades within it. But before I show you where I am this month, we are going to bring back the palette montage. So this is where we were last month. And this is where we are now. Okay. Can you see that? Maybe you can already spot the difference. But right here, let me just zoom it in a bit. On Twinkle, right here, I have hit pan. I will put up a photo of it up here just so you can definitely see, but I have right there you go, I have hit pan on Twinkle. Twinkle is also part of my Pan as Pan, so spoiler alert, this shadow will be rolling out in that project as well. And to hit pan on Twinkle was my goal for the month, though I only had to use it an additional 4 times before I hit pan. You can also see I have quite a large dip here in Glitz. Can you see that there? I've actually used Glitz an additional 11 times. So let me go through a quick run through of how many times I've used all the shadows. So first we have Nebula. I have used this once. Then we have What. I've used that 4 times. Ignite I've used 4 times. Tinsel I've used 7 times, sorry. Glitz I've used 11 times. Twinkle I only used it 4. Volt I used it once. Synergy I used it 3. I also used Flash 3 times. Linen, which you can't even tell I have touched, I have used 7 times. Jet I used twice. I haven't used velour, stone or moss. Ribbon, I used that once. I used silk once as well. I also haven't touched fringe or feather. I used oak once, and I haven't touched bone. Oh, sorry, that's suede. Suede, bone or velour, velvet. Sorry, I haven't used those at all. So this left me with the total uses of 50 times. And what about my goals for this month? What about my February plans? So first off, I would like to hit pan on Glitz. I do have a massive dip there, so I'm quite close, I think. But I would also like to use at least once all the shadows I haven't used yet. So those include fringe, feather, bone, suede, bone and velvet, as well as velour, stone and moss. So I would like to use those shades at least once this month. But really, that is all we have. There isn't much of a difference. As you can see, there is no difference in the weight to this palette as of yet. And I think this is going to be a long month. I think it is going to... If I hit pan, I think it will be on all the shimmer glittery shades first. Then it will be a slow process hitting pan on all of the mattes. But that is why I have made this year's Pan That palette my Metal Matte palette, because this was a very expensive palette, the most expensive palette in my collection, and I would very much like to get my money's worth and get some good use out of it. So really, this was a pretty quick video. That is all I have for you. So we'll see how we go over the next month, and basically we'll go from there. So I'm Verity. That was the first update in my Pan That palette, and now to the outro.